Grand Rising YouTube, Grand Rising. Good evening, good day, depending on where you are. I'm back in again, like I do, in continuation with the readings that I've been doing over the last, call it what, 3 days now? After a 13-day or 12 to 13 days where I kind of stepped back, pulled away, went through family bereavement, major realizations, confirmations, tapped back into a collective energy, sharing messages that were sent to me, through me, for me to share in regards to the highest energy and for those who may be resonating with me. I'm not going to talk all the way through all of the readings that's come through. If this reading resonates, then the most I can say is to go back and, look at the titles that may resonate with you. The last two readings that I've done today, which is the 5th of the 2nd, 5th of February, they're being deep, strong ancestor message coming through. But for some reason, I was having trouble uploading part 1 of the readings I did today, the 5th. But as I was trying to figure it all out and this and that, I was just drawn to, first of all, this one, which is that in-house energy. I'm going to read what I wrote in a minute. That in-house energy, where somebody in-house took the law into their own hands, made a justice call or an injustice call on your behalf, played God, That's one energy, that's side note energy. But there's obviously something more that needs to come through. But this is the card that kind of made me laugh as I was listening back to the reading that I did, the last one, which will be part 2. And it says, Deeper was the very last card that came out. It says, you are not finished. That's just my energy. I'll always come back in, So it says, you are not finished. You are not yet done. Dig deeper and deeper. The best is to come. Hold on. Pass this on. So instantly, that's just humor. That's ancestral humor for me. I can't even explain it. Like, if you know, you know. Mixed with the message that came out through the postcard, and I'm going to read it just because I've left it out in regards to this reading. It says, Dear you, check in occasionally with yourself about motives behind actions you plan on taking, especially when you have an end game in mind. Is the source of your motivation desires or entitlement? Maybe you're drawn to a certain path because you think it will bring you a feeling related to an outcome you seek, like safety or wholeness. Know that you will see a reflection in the outer world of the motive that drives you forward. Do you need a motive? Can you simply be pulled in the direction your soul calls you towards? Joy, discovery, growth, or adventure, participating in something compelling and meaningful without trying to define it. If you can step forward, surrender to whatever spirit has in store for you, you will be amazed at how things turn out. Check your motives, then hand them over to spirit. Everybody here wants the best for you. Life loves you more than you know, is the card that came through. When I started this reading today, this rising, I felt an energy of new love. But it didn't start off as an energy of new love. It started off with this energy and a repeating energy of being aware of a resentful cousin, sibling, or childhood friend. But quickly, as I pulled the romance energy, new love came out. So it just confirmed the energy that I was channeling before pulling any cards. So we're here, because whatever this is, it's fated. It says fated meetings out of the blue, a knock at the door, unexpected, shocking, unlikely, is the energy that came out from my deck. And also there's nothing no man can do to prevent the will of the Most High, Ashe, in regards to the postcard that I just read. So this is the energy that's here. So I'm just a little bit curious, and I've been drawn to certain particular cards, especially past life energy. there's a past life that you've shared with whosoever this person is that's coming in towards you. Going back to part 2, King of Swords in the reverse energy is coming towards you. But first, that King of Swords in the reverse is needing to sort out their own 4 of Wands, which is in the reverse kind of an energy. Although it didn't come through in the reading, but that's what's coming through now. I channeled a few songs also this rising after coming out of this reading. The first one was Mary J. Blige. It was Mary J. Blige, It's My Life. The next one was Monica. Can't remember the title of it, but it says someone's made a decision to walk away. I think it's the song about walk away or walk out my life, before you walk out my life. But I feel like this is the masculine's energy if you listen to that song. And I feel like the Mary J. Blige song is the feminine energy, your energy, in regards to the energies that I picked up on. There was also another song, Madonna, and it was Justify My Life. Man, I don't know what was going on within that reading. Honestly, it's not my kind of music, first of all, but I was guided to it, so I began to listen to it. But I kind of got distracted from the sound and got more drawn into the action of what I was actually visioning, seeing within the video. I couldn't even listen to it for too long. I feel like that's a third party energy. That's an outside energy outside of you and whosoever's coming towards you, or possibly something that you've been connected to. I'm picking up an energy of a spirit. That song is a spirit in regards to the energy of this reading is what I'm picking up on. The next song that came through was an artist called Da Vinci. And I feel like this is more of a mutual energy. Speaks about having pains in their eyes and never smiles. An energy of only knowing your story but not knowing your name. Not knowing where you're coming from. Feel like I'm connecting to a masculine or an alpha female, or this is just a mutual energy. It picks up on the energy here where it says Jah is in control of your life. What happens in the darkness must come to the light. Again, this is being highlighted throughout the whole of these readings that's come through all of them. I'm picking up on a masculine that's being tearful in regards to this ending. The death card came out in part 2 of this reading, that there is some kind of completion that's taking place within the masculine energy and within your energy. I'm also picking up an energy of determination as I was just zoned out meditating to music, this actual playlist that's on now. And it was this from the beginning. I'm going to attach it to this reading. It's just relevant. It's just so relevant. So if you've been resonating, maybe you can find some kind of healing in this playlist that I'm listening to now. So anyway, I wrote, in-house, someone close within childhood home made a decision, an unfair decision, took the law into their own hand, and had to condition you, the child, for their own convenience. Some kind of material gain, some kind of gifts were sent in the way of cover-up. I was drawn to the past life deck again as I was listening to part of the reading, as I was having difficulty, as I was saying. And then I wrote about, when I spoke about just now, about going deeper. Just making sure I haven't missed out anything here before I start pulling cards. Again here, plain as day, I heard Destiny. Drawn to the Middleman Grey Area deck, because this is a deck that I also call my Go Deeper deck. The Middleman Grey Area. So I'm drawn to pull this deck to see what comes through. I think I've kind of said everything I've written down already. So let's just see what's the message here in regards to this energy of needing to go deeper. How have I been pulled back into this energy? I feel like that's what someone's asking. Why they're being pulled back into this energy. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Somebody's still seeking answers. There's still a need here. I'm picking up on needing to surrender to the Most High. That the Most High is fully aware of what he's doing. You know? Fully aware of what he's doing. But I feel like someone's still not got that faith. Something don't make sense. And this is the reason why you feel the need that you have to continue to seek the answers and continue to go deeper into what this destiny is for you. I'm hearing which is not a bad thing. But again, it depends. It depends on the balance within it, within you. Tell me more about this energy. Was already provided for you by the natural earth, Ashe. So this is that kind of needing to get outside in the outdoors, planting, gardening, more of a holistic way of a lifestyle, of a mindset. Some kind of herbal remedy is what I'm picking up here. Something don't make sense to you. What's the confusion in regards to, for those who's resonating with the energy of this reading? Shocking revelations. Take heed. And what, do you know what's funny? I was just driving a little while ago just to my locals, and it just came to my mind, but I kind of understand how my music comes to me now, like little freestyles. And I was like, girl, you need to take heed, all for the weed. Girl, you need to take weed. You need to take heed, all for the weed. Girl. And I don't know why, it was just that. So to see this come out, there's a relevance. Somebody, and weed is a herb, so you know. What's this card? It says energetically connected to your 5-star. I feel like that's your Zen energy. That's your Zen zone. That if you do smoke weed, that you smoke enough weed just to get you into a Zen energy where you can just piece together this messy puzzle of what there's something that's tapping away at you deep within. Something that makes sense in regards to this whole situation, in regards to what I'm picking up here, in regards to some kind of cover-up energy. And it's like you receive your messages in your downloads when you're in that Zen energy. Let's see, tell me more about this authority figure here in the reverse. Why is this here? Authority figure. Couple cards coming through, and it says up your security, CCTV, get a dog or any means of protection. Someone taking the laws into their own hand. So it says don't let no fool put you in no cage. It says do not let no fool put you in a cage. Do not let no fool put you in a cage. I'm trying to remember the song that's come off of one of my songs that I've written, but it says there's a secret recording. Someone took the law into their own hands and made some kind of a secret recording. Someone had some kind of idea with no plan. But going back to this one here, it says hunger. It says hunger. Do not make no fool put you in no cage. Today are for them, tomorrow are for you. Show the world you is one of the few. Hunger, watch for your temper. Do not make no fool put you in no cage. So there was something that was recorded, or somebody found some kind of recordings. And I feel like they kept something to themselves, in-house. I'm hearing again, in-house. This has been the highlight from I've started these readings, in-house. There's some kind of in-house cover-up energy here. because somebody could have gone to prison for what's happened. Because when I say do, na met na fool put you in no cage. A cage is like a cell trapped within your mind energetically, you know. Somebody just had this idea, but they never had no plan about how they were gonna go about it, but they went about it. There was a need here for someone to take heed, but I don't think no one took heed in the situation. They went about things their own way. When the law should have been brought into the situation, there was no law brought into the situation. And I feel like somebody's trying to figure out why. What was the gain? What was the gain in taking the situation into their own hands? Big man, little you. What was the gain? Somebody can take advantage of somebody's, it's almost like somebody had a vulnerability, whosoever the perpetrator was. The blackmailer had some kind of leverage over the perpetrator, if that made sense. The perpetrator had some kind of vulnerability that gave the blackmailer leverage. I don't know who's worse. Tell me more about this energy of secret recording. Tell me more about this energy of the secret recording. Warrioress, fighting, battles, and unknown. Maybe someone's got a recording of someone resisting. And I'm just drawn to this. Resisting. Tell me more about this energy of warrioress, fighting. Unknown battles. This card wants to come through. And it says fathering, protector, provider, and a masculine. Tell me more about this energy of warrioress. I can't even get the words out, like literally. I don't feel like I'm going to take all these cards, it's too much. And I feel like that's what it is, it's too much. It says, I need to speak your truth. Somebody could have possibly been dealing drugs in this situation. That's where they could have been getting their wealth from. This could have been the leverage that was held over whosoever this perpetrator was. It says exploiting your pitney sake of money, blackmail. So you hide the wickedness that was done onto a child by taking law into your own hands, by getting some kind of financial gain from whosoever this fathering, protector, provider, masculine energy was doing wrong. Connecting with earth, a need to walk barefoot, stand on the grass, root chakra activation, root chakra healing. This is the card that came out in the previous reading connected to this. It says beware of a resentful sibling, cousin, childhood friend. Again, it's exactly the same energy. This is recorded, this was known. This was used against the perpetrator. Instead of bringing legal justice to the situation, somebody took the law into their own hands. Let me not pull it over this energy of your love. You can't bring all of this into this energy of the new love. You can't let whatever outed your flame back then out the flame you've just relit for yourself, you know? That's the kind of energy I'm picking up on. But I do feel to leave it to one side for a minute. Tell me more about this energy. Why is this energy of warrior here? Fighting battles that's unknown. In regards to this energy of secret recording. And this is why someone's still seeking answers, because this is a hard, if this is what someone intuitively knows or feels within themselves, I can understand why someone may be seeking answers. Someone just wants some confirmation about what's going on. They pushed me in the corner. This is a reggae song, old time reggae song. It's a black sheep with a family kind of energy. They pushed me in the corner, but it's okay. It's like I can feel you want that new love, but this past energy is consuming your thoughts. You have to release it. That's what came through in the last reading. There's a need to let go, release. But I feel like someone's almost there. Someone's at that stage. But I feel like this is a resurfacing. This is something that I feel like is just creeped up. There's nothing. Tell me more. Why is it go deeper here? Why is go deeper here? Why is go deeper here? Wants to fall over on fated meters out and about. Addictions, drugs, sex, rock and roll. And that was the energy of the Madonna songs, like a kind of rock and roll kind of song. It says pregnancy, underage, contemplations, terminations, and foster care. It says, who are you? Where are you going and how are you going to get there? Go deeper. Entrapment, marriage, arranged, pregnancy, culture, nightmare. That's what somebody is attached to. If it's not you, then it could be the person that you're attracting. I'm not going to keep all of that, but tell me more about this energy of go deeper. Why is deeper here? Whose child needs protecting and from who? Call me, cause we're my son teeth. And what this me a hear, so you're drawing from the bed, from the blunt, nah, she call me, cause we're my son teeth. There's something that was done darkly, and that's all I can say about it. Like, there's readings that I did on my previous channel, Empress Earth Wisdom. I can feel myself getting irritated. Yeah, in regards to whose child needs protecting them from who. In regards to somebody using a child's DNA in order to gain what it is that they wanting to gain out of a situation. But it's also attached to a black magic, and I don't really even want to tap into it, but it's here, it's coming through. So it's something that someone's needing to be aware of. That's what doesn't make sense in this situation. That's going to make all the sense. Somebody could have been very naive to that kind of life, all of that darkness, oblivious to that kind of lifestyle. But through trying to dig deep and trying to seek the answers, you know when they say you have to be careful what you ask for? Because somebody within the situation, could be you, has found out some deep dark secrets within the situation that happened within home, within in-house. Somebody made a decision that affected you and your life and your destiny. But understand, the card came through. There's nothing no man can do to prevent the will of the Most High, Ashe. And that's this new love here. But this is pretty deep. There was some kind of recording that somebody in-house has and used as a kind of leverage for material gain, which is pretty sad. And in order for them to cover up what they did, they had to push you in the corner. They had to kind of silence you by damaging the mind and keeping the body. You know? I don't know who's worse. Monstrous. Monstrous. Alright, let me kind of just tap out of that energy, because let me call upon some grand energy. Because that's... Tell me more. What is I kind of feel in regards to this energy? Once bitten, twice shy. First time, shame on you. Second time, shame on me. Third time, who's to blame? So again, this is a situation that's taken place more than once, and somebody's just not learning in regards to the situation that's taken place within the foundation of somebody's childhood. What was neglected once looks like it's been neglected twice, if not twice, possibly 3 times or more. Tell me more about this energy. Go deeper. Might go deeper here. A higher perception may be perception may be needed. You may need to look at something on a higher level, from a higher consciousness. What needs to make sense in this situation in regards to this card? Make it make sense. Twin flame, card number 13. How divine you are as a divine feminine. That was taken away from you for you to see who you truly was. Your innocence was robbed from a very early age. It left you confused as to who you was because of this false judgment that was made, this injustice, this in-house justice. It's a disgusting energy. I'm feeling a hurt energy. It's almost like a repulsive, can't even speak, a repulsive energy in regards to the actions of these people that covered up such an ill act against a child. So that child was never able to receive the justice that was needed in order to live some kind of whatnot. Well, I'm just looking at how can you after that, but at least, you know, the child would have felt loved. Instead, I felt like this child felt like they were pushed in the corner with the song that came through here. They pushed me in the corner, but it's okay. Going back to the last reading, it's almost like it became the norm for this child. The card that came through was spare the child, spare the rod and spoil the child. You know, this child could have even been beaten in order to hold that secret. Where's take heed here? Take heed. So I feel like a father in energy had something to say about this situation. An elderly father in energy, because I was going to say, when I hear take heed, I'm picking up on an energy of what a grandparent may have said, or a parent then. Take heed. Say what you mean and mean what you say. This is the card that came out. It says, say it frank like granny, and say what you mean like granddad. That's the name of the deck I'm using. My grand deck. I definitely thought they wanted to come through. So this situation could have, everybody could have known about this situation is what I'm hearing. But somebody didn't take heed to the advice that was given to them. Somebody got greedy. Girl, you should have take heed, all for the weed. Girl, you should have take heed, all for the weed. Whose child needs protecting and from who? What's this energy in regards to? 2 cards. It says there's no fine line, there's choices, decisions and consequences. Clear the corners of your life. Close unrequited cycles, loose ends and the residues of your past. Let it go. I'm hearing if there's no truth coming to you by now, some people will take that to the grave. You know when somebody says, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Even though you've got a deep knowing, you have to just be content with your knowing. That's worst case scenario at best, if anything. You know, if it negossa, then it nearly gossa. There's no smoke without fire. Clear the corners of your life, of your home. Clear up unrequited cycles. This is an unrequited cycle. This is a cycle that needs to close now. I'm hearing this is all that you're going to get from what it is that you're seeking right now. And you have to kind of be content with that. The card that came through in the angel answers in the last reading to this was peace a peaceful resolution in regards to some form of heart-to-heart conversation, and it may not go the way how you expect that conversation to go. It might not even come in the way as you think it may come. It might not come in the form of having a conversation with a person. It might come as in confirmation or closure in the form of a dream, or in the form of even this reading or another reading, or as simple as a movie, you know. And sometimes you have to just be content with that in order to close this cycle up. Because once you get to a certain point in life, it's like the past is the past. The past is the past, and it's how it's going to affect your future. So let's leave that there for a minute, and let's see about this new love. Because you're a divine feminine. This is your calling. It's in the reverse. I want, don't get. You have to do the work before you get. I love it. I love the way how it just came through. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Let all of this evil go. You have to let this go before you can get this new love to come in. That's what that's what Gran says. Say it frank like granny, and mean what you say like granddad is the name of the deck I'm using. The card also came through. This is their advice. They're here very strong. I can feel their presence around me. This is what they would say to me. You know, that kind of energy, I can feel it. It says, I want, don't get. And it's in the reverse. And I notice where it's falling. You have to do the work and clear the corners of your life and close those cycles and let whatever this evilness is go. This card, hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil, came through in one of the readings. I think it's the reading before, 1-to-1 with this mothering energy. The card came out over there. I didn't see it, but when I did see it, it was when I was clarifying the mother energy from my past life deck that came out. So it's relevant. Let that energy go. All of this that's came through in regards to this mothering energy, there's a need to forgive and let go. Let go, walk away from people, places and things that no longer serve your highest good, that had no good intentions from you from the foundation, from the get-go. It's something that you intuitively known all along, and some things is probably resurfaced that's confirming that to you. There's no fine line. There's choices, decisions and consequences. Once bitten, twice shy. You know, you have to kind of take responsibility now for what's coming towards you. And it's this new, you know, look at this. It says ants follows the fat, but the fat will drown the ant. Greed, temptation and addictions. Because somebody didn't take heed because they were greedy. They took the temptations in regards to the addictions, and they now have to pay the consequences for the choices and the decisions that they made in regards to this situation. Fear not, I'm hearing. There's nothing no man can do to prevent the will of the Most High. Fear not, is what the ancestors are saying right now. So tell me more about this energy of this new love. It's in the reverse. And it says, the unhealed are those that instill fear into the upcoming generations. Follow the laws. And they believe in the media. They spread the propaganda. But no more is what I'm hearing. It's in the reverse. And it's in the reverse over the authority figure card that's also in the reverse. There's no more accepting the lies of these people in-house no more. There's no longer can condition you to believe what it is that they want you to believe for their own convenience. You know, there's a need now for you to just speak your truth and close the door to that cycle, to that chapter, in order for this new love to come through. Let's focus more on this energy. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. I'm hearing right now, if they didn't care for you, if they've got no regards for your wealth, your health, your mind, your emotions, your hunger came through in the last. You understand? So it's now time for you to give what you get. You know, that kind of thing? Match them. Match the people that's around you right now with the energies that they're showing you. If they mean you no good, why are they in your circle? Either you remove them or you remove yourself for your highest good. Tell me more about this energy of new love that's coming towards those who's resonating with the energy of this reading. Show me the energy of this new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Show me more about this energy that's coming through. Don't go through it, grow through it. Ant follow the fat, but the fat will drown the ant. A liar has no memory. Be mindful of who's coming towards you. This may be someone. It says when they say they can't, do it anyway. Get up and heal and grow. So this person also has healing that they're needing to do or have done. Because it says don't go through it, grow through it. So someone's growing right now through this situation. Somebody is trying to pull themselves through this ant fat that they got themselves stuck into in regards to the choices that they've made and decisions that they've made. They're now having to pull themselves through the consequences. Never too old to learn and you're never too young to teach. We all find our way in life. I feel like this person is not quite there yet. They're not quite found their place in life right now in regards to the lies that they may have got themselves caught up in. I'm going to pull an affirmation card and I think I'm going to kind of end this one here. There was more that I wanted to pull out on this, but I think enough has come through. I'm saying I think. Let's get a self-care, self-healing card for those who's in this energy of this new love that's coming towards them. The hour clock. So it says time spent worrying is time spent. It's a waste of time worrying about all of this when something new is coming into you. You know, it's like from rags to riches, but you're still willing to wear the rags to the ball. When you've already got the ball dress in your wardrobe, it's like, I'm hearing right now, remembering where you're coming from, but you've got nothing to prove to nobody, you know? Tell me more about this energy of this new love that's coming in towards those who's resonating with the energy of this reader. Show me the energy of the person coming towards. It's a lot. Spiritually guided, though, is what I'm picking up on. Show me the energy of the person coming towards those. Self-worth. And it says, why settle for crumbs when you deserve a whole meal? Exactly. And the only way you're going to get that whole meal is when you've both done the healing work that you're needing to do. Because it's only then you're going to be sure of a decision that you're making moving forwards. You know, especially during this Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is soon over. Mercury retrograde is kicking everybody right now in all of the wrong places, but for all of the right reasons, you know. And I feel like this is what the energy of this reading is. Final chapters or final closures to this energy of making it make sense. Something don't make sense until now.